And I just hit it again. I can't be Italian with my hand movements because I keep hitting the mic. Hello, ladies, gentlemen, everyone. My name is Laya, and this is my first actual video on this channel, and I'm low-key super nervous right now. So if I keep glancing away from the camera, it's because I am insanely nervous. Also, this microphone is adorable. It is so cute, and I'm gonna clip it to my shirt so that I don't drop it. Hopefully, this will work. Okay, beautiful, amazing. I'm gonna do a little Q&A today because I feel like that will be fun, and it'll answer. I don't know if y'all have questions. I have like 3 subscribers, but I thought I'd do a little Q&A and answer some questions based off of just like Pinterest. I just looked up like Q&A Pinterest things. So hopefully this will help y'all get to know me a little better. I have the list on my phone, my own phone case that I did myself. I have the list on here because I was not about to go print out paper and make a list of everything. So yeah. Okay, so I have like 2 list of questions on here that I'm gonna read out and then I'm gonna answer one by one. And hopefully once I get to like the 30th question or something, I'll be warmed up enough. What is your full name? So my nickname is Laya. My last name is Bell, but my real name is extremely unique, and I'm not sure if I really want to display that to the public because it's very recognizable. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with Laya or Lele, whatever works, whatever you would like to call me. How old are you? I am 17 as of current. If I want to be technical, I'm technically 17 and a half, but right now I'm not trying to be technical. Where are you from? I am from the United States. I grew up in California, but moved like when I was 9, I want to say, to a more northern state. But yes, I'm from the US. How would you describe yourself in 3 words? This is an interesting question. Um, Probably creative, lazy, and ambitious, which are 3 really odd things to put together. I feel like ambitious and creative work, but the laziness is just for the factor that I do not get a lot of things done, or I feel like I don't get a lot of things done. What are 3 things you cannot live without? My older sister, she's amazing. My cat, and books. I feel like I would die without those things. I also want to add art to that list, but I feel like I'm just naming 3 things, the 3 important things. Okay. What do you currently do for work, or what are you currently studying? I am still in high school, unfortunately. I'm very close to graduating though. I'm homeschooled. Yay! Um, so I'm extremely close to graduating, which is a weird thing because I've went through school basically every day of my life since I started like kindergarten, I guess. And basically I graduate when I finish the stuff required in the state that I live in. So yeah, I'm really close, hopefully next month, and I'll be able to have a life after this. I am currently working at a small cafe about like a good drive from where I live. I live out kind of in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, I'm working and also high schooling. So that's amazing. Okay, going to the other list. It says zodiac sign on here. I do not know my zodiac sign. So yeah. Okay. When is your birthday? My birthday's in the spring. I'm a spring chicken, but I'm not gonna disclose any more than that because I low key. Sorry, I'm hearing geese from outside and it's throwing me off. I'm not gonna disclose pretty much any more than that because I low key don't want to tell people randomly online what my birthday is. My favorite color. I actually have 3 favorite colors. Emerald green, if you can't tell from the bedspread behind me, you can see that. Um, Lilac and burgundy. Lilac and burgundy are probably the top colors for me, but definitely emerald green as well. Favorite car, any sports car or motorcycle. Most 100%, 100%. I don't specifically have a brand of car that I like, but yeah, any sports car or motorcycle. Favorite holiday. Um, I don't really have one. I didn't grow up doing a lot of holidays, so I don't really have a favorite. Okay, favorite drink, matcha or boba, if I'm being honest. I love I love both of those. Okay, favorite animals. Cats are definitely my favorite. I have a cat. I'll put a picture of him somewhere. Because right now he's outside and I don't want to go nab him. But he's like a Russian blue mix and his name is Ronan. He's absolutely freaking adorable. But cats are one of my favorite animals. And if I had to pick like a wild cat, I'd probably pick like a panther. Um, yeah. And then I'm trying to think about what other animals I like because there are a lot of pretty animals out there. But narwhals used to be like my favorite as a kid. I used to love narwhals. Okay, favorite sport. Probably soccer or hockey. I've never played hockey. I used to play soccer when I was a kid, but yeah, probably soccer or hockey. Pets. I just said I had a cat. He's adorable. We have like family animals, but not necessarily any of my pets. We have a really big livestock dog and chickens, but my own personal animals, I just have a cat and my fictional characters, which I guess can count as pets. Dream job. If y'all follow me on Instagram, you probably know already that my dream job is being an author or an illustrator. Those are two things that I would absolutely love to do and I really want to do. So, crossing my fingers, hopefully, I just bumped the mic. I hope that didn't like cause a weird sound. Oh no. I've never dealt with a mic before. Um, Actually, shout out to Animations. She let me borrow these. Thank you to her. Otherwise, I would have not had good sound. I would have just sounded like I'm sick inside of a trash bag. Um, Anyways, I'm sorry, the poor mic. This mic is adorable. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it has like fuzz on top of it and it's really cute. Okay, anyway, dream job. Dream job. Illustrator or author. I really want to do either of those, like comic book illustrator. Um and I'm working on it. I'm working on being that. It's gonna take a lot of work. But yeah, so this is sort of like my come along with me journey that I'm vlogging for you all. Favorite fast food. I never grew up eating fast food. This is probably a shocker, but I did not grow up eating fast food. Like the only fast food that I guess you could quote unquote consider fast food was Chipotle, which still is probably my favorite. Um, if I'm talking like now, probably pizza or like burgers. But I've never really went to like a fast food restaurant. It's always just been like homemade or like higher end food. Just because I have a really health nut family. Um, Favorite ice cream flavor, mint chocolate chip. That probably is slightly controversial, but mint chocolate chip is one of my favorites. I Some people say it tastes like toothpaste. I disagree with them unless it's like coconut milk. If it's coconut milk mint chocolate chip, then it tastes like toothpaste. But if it's like raw milk, delicious. I low key want mint chocolate chip ice cream now. Favorite fruit. Okay, so peaches or strawberries? 100%. Like I love especially peaches. I really like peaches, but peaches or strawberries. Favorite vegetable. Um, I don't get why this is on this list, but tomatoes are a fruit. Um, Actually, fun fact about that, I used to hate tomatoes. So now I actually genuinely like them and I really like pasta. So, like a pasta tomato sauce. I'm just making myself hungry now. This is bad. Favorite vegetable. Does lettuce count as a favorite vegetable? Like romaine lettuce, does that count? Probably romaine or jicama. I don't know if jicama is a vegetable, but that's really good. Uh, Favorite show. Okay, I'm gonna get serious for here. I hope you can still see me in the frame. I'm gonna split this into two categories. I'm gonna split this into favorite animes and favorite actual shows because those are two different things. If I'm being completely honest, if we're talking favorite shows, Gilmore Girls, 100%. That is my like comfort show, my favorite show of all time. Ignore my feet. Um, for animes, hold on, I need to go to my Crunchyroll account. I know that Spy Family is one of my favorites, and My Hero Academia. Those are really great ones. Also, Avatar, Apothecary Diaries, like all of those, I really like, and I can't pick a top favorite. So there you are. That's what I'm laying down. Do with it what you will. I'm actually staring because I'm using my iPad to film this, and I'm staring at a Nezuko sticker on the back of my iPad right now. So also that because I'm watching Infinity Castle right now, and it is beautiful. Best animation of my life. Not of my life, but of their life. It's really cool animations. Like prop to those animators. They did very well. A very good job. Okay, favorite movie. This is hard. I do not watch a lot of movies. This is genuinely hard for me. I'd probably have to say The Quiet Place or like Project Hail Mary. Both of those are insanely good, and I recently watched Project Hail Mary and it was amazing. So I'd probably say that. Favorite movie genre, fantasy, 100%. Fantasy or science fiction. I can roll with either. I know that my favorite movies do not, well, Project Hail Mary fits into the science fiction category, but yeah, The Quiet Place doesn't really fit into that. I just really like it. This is not on the list, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. My favorite book is Dance of Thieves by, hold the phone, I actually have it above here somewhere. Mary something Pearson, I think. That is my favorite book of all time. It's amazing. If you have not read it. That's the right word. If you have not read it, you definitely should. It is really good. And so my favorite book genre is fantasy as well. My favorite number. I don't no, I don't have a favorite number. I That's not something I have. Three fears is also on this list, but I don't know. Are we talking like irrational fears or actual fears? Because if we're talking about like actual fears, that could get deep really quick. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna skip that one. I don't know how to answer that. Okay, moving on. Why YouTube? These questions are gonna get a little more like deep, and I'm gonna have to spend more time answering them. So why YouTube? Actually, I started with Instagram and I gained a little bit of a following on there, but then my best friend, her mom, and also Animations, they kept being like, you should do YouTube. It's a lot easier to get followers. It's a lot easier to connect with people. So I just sort of did that because of their recommendations. Um, yeah, so that's why YouTube. I don't have any like motive on why I'm doing it. It was suggested to me. Your favorite YouTubers. I am not a chronically online kid. This is the thing. I did not become like online until I was like 15 or 16. So I was not chronically online. So I don't really have a favorite YouTuber. When I was younger, it definitely was Brianna Plays. I really liked their stuff when I was younger, and Mariah Elizabeth, stuff like that. I still really do like Mariah Elizabeth. But those are like my two favorites when I was like younger. I don't really have anything now. Why are they your favorite YouTubers? Again, Mariah Elizabeth because of art when I was younger, and especially now. Like I still love her stuff. It's very cutesy. It's very fun to watch. Brianna Plays. I don't really watch her as much anymore, but I did really like it because she was just like an upbeat, bubbly person, and I enjoyed that. What inspired you to do YouTube? Again, my best friend, Animations. That's a comma between those two. Um, and my best friend's mom were like, you should do YouTube because it's a better platform for what you're planning on doing. And leading into that, what content are you going to create? Okay, I want to create book content. I love books. I love reviewing books. I like talking about books. I love info dumping on people. So basically, this is an outlet for me to info dump about the things that I love and about books because that's very fun for me. And I basically want to do book reviews. I want to do art reviews. I want to talk about like my own. This mic is moving every single time I pull up my shirt and it's bothering me. I want to do. Uh, my brain is loading. The elevator didn't make it all the way to the top today. I want to do reviews on books. I want to do art edits. I want to show you guys the process of me drawing. And I also want to talk about like my own creative inspirations because I write. And well, if I want to be an author, I would have to write. But I write and I want to show you guys the process of that. I want to introduce you to my characters and my OCs and my fantasy creatures and just fun stuff. So basically, that's the content that I want to create. And yeah. Okay, next question. How often do you intend on posting? This is a hard one. I work part time and I'm also in high school, as I mentioned earlier. So it is hard for me to actually cram out a video, especially a long form video. So shorts, probably like once a week, usually on Fridays or Thursdays, because those are my days where I have some free time. Hopefully, I want to do a long form video at least once a month. We'll see how that goes and if that works out. But I promise you, I'm not dead if I don't post one week. I'm probably just busy. um, what is your dream or target audience? Artists, other authors, other teen authors, readers, people who enjoy watching art and not AI slop. Okay? That's where I am. I have a very strong opinion about AI, but this is not the video to go into that. Okay, what are your goals at the moment to finish high school? That is the easiest question I have because I don't know what I'm doing after that. I am just finishing high school. What is your favorite digital platforms to hang out on? I don't really have this. Again, I wasn't a chronically online kid. I don't really spend my time on like online platforms because I think it's a waste of time. Even though I will spend like a couple minutes now and then like on Instagram because I'll look at reels and I'll send them to my friends and we get a good laugh out of it. But that's pretty much it. What is one thing you're nervous about starting this channel? I am nervous about everything. I am nervous about everything, but I'm excited about everything. So I guess it's like sort of a win-win for me because that's not a win-win. I mean, the excitement is amazing, but the nervousness, not so much. So yeah, those are my Q&A questions. If you all have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I will try. I just hit the mic again. I will try to answer them. And I just hit it again. I can't be Italian with my hand movements because I keep hitting the mic. If I take the mic off, is it gonna like buzz at me? I think it's gonna do something weird if I try to take it off, so I'm not going to. Basically, I want to make a safe space for all of the creative people out there, and I want to share my experiences, and I want you all to share your experiences. So, you have any questions, if you have any stories, if you have any like fun art that you want to show me or that you want to talk about, I totally am up for debate. Oh, also, favorite show. I gotta add this one to the list is Arcane. That's not an anime and it's not an actual show, like live show, but it is really good. So, anyway, that's my little Q&A. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you stayed to the end. If you did, if you could subscribe and leave a like and possibly follow me on Instagram, it's Laya Bell Rider. I'll try to put that up on the screen or I'll put it down in the description. All right, have a good day. Bye, guys.